jump. Mr. Dacey and I are here today to take you through some long jump drills and some high jump drills. But first of all, you know what's coming. We're going to do our warm up together today, and we can't wait for you all to jump in. So we're going to do the whole thing so you can join in along with us. So you need 2 markers. You can choose water bottles, jumpers, 2 balls, whatever markers you choose, about the 5 paces apart. And then let's get going.
Let's go.
All right, Mr. Dacey. All right, we're running forwards and backwards twice. We look good already. All right, we're going to bound and then jog back.
Yep.
Then jog. And bound again. Then jog. We're going to do a high knee down with a skip, so it's a high knee skip. And then jog to return. High knee down and skip. Jog to return. Right, this is tricky, Mr. Dacey. This is our heel, heel, toe, toe, high knee skip. So we go heel, heel, toe, toe, skip, skip. Heel, heel, and jog to return. We'll do that again. Heel, heel, toe. And return. All right, we've got 10 butt kicks, Mr. Dacey, and then a swing. Boom! And a jog to return. 10 butt kicks again. Boom! And return. All right, our Supermans and our Superwomans.
Yep.
Stretch. Oh, that feels good.
That's cool.
Now let's do that on the return. Alright, lunge and twist, we're almost done. So we're going to lunge and twist just to make sure our spine's happy to go. And we are going to do a leg swing, and then a leg sit. There we go. This goes back on track. Alright, that's our warm-up. Mr. Dacey's best athlete right throughout this session. We'll stop it there and move on to our long jump. Good job, guys. Nice and warm. Alright, with our long jump, our first drill today is to set up 5 markers. Now you could set up a laying down drink bottle, you could set up a ball, a small ball, something safe that you could bound over the top of. Alright, our first drill is to actually bound between the cones. And then we return, we do that twice, and then we're going to stretch it out, see if we can get our bounds a bit longer. Alright, and then we'll move on to our next drill. Alright, Mr. Dacey, let's go. Alright, so starting from the start, a 1 leg take off, and through we go. Right, jump to return. Do that again. Good job. All right, this time on the way back, let's separate those markers so we can bound longer. All right, stretch it out, Mr. Dacey. Here we go. All right, let's do that again. drive that knee. Good job. All right, stretch it out a little bit more. Mr. Dacey, have you got it in you?
I reckon so. Let's see.
I think I've stretched my limit. Tell Mrs. Carroll's got little legs. All right, here we go. Good. All right, really try and extend yourself on this last one. Go. Good job. All right, with those cones as they are now, we want to leave one cone at the end, and that's going to be now your run up, where you'll run beside those cones. All right, with our activity now, is I want to see if you've got at home some plastic cups. And we're going to use those as our markers. So I'm going to first of all set up a plastic cup. A little way away from Mr. Dacey. Oh, sorry. A little way away from my takeoff point. Now when I take off in long jump, I want to go vertical first, okay? And I want to use my arms to make sure that I'm giving my body the momentum to go upwards. So I go up, and then what you would have done with Mrs. Pike, we're going to do a motorbike landing, nice softly land 2 feet together, okay? Then once I get to one cup, I'm going to add another cup. And then if I clear 2 cups, I'm going to add another cup. So you do a running run up, take off on one leg, do your landing. If you clear the cup, add another cup until you can see how many cups you can get into your long jump. All right, let's have a look at it. All righty. Okay. To get on camera. All right, a little bit of a run up, off we go. 1 foot takeoff and land. Awesome, nailed it. I'm going to add another cup. Back we go. Okay, let's do it again. A run up, 1 takeoff, 1 foot takeoff. Use your arms and then pull down with your nice 2 feet landing. Let's go. Not so great when the cups blow away. All right, we'll do one more to demonstrate, and then I think you get the idea. All right, here we go. 1 foot takeoff. Off we go. Awesome. Look at that, Mr. Dacey. Woo! All right, we've got 3 cups.
All right, so really good work so far with the long jump. We've just put some cones out here to illustrate something. So you might have seen the long jump at the Olympics, and we know that the Tokyo Olympics are supposed to be on at the moment. Do yourself a favour, get onto YouTube and have a look at some of the long jump highlights. It's an amazing event. The men's world record is about 8.9 metres. That's pretty much the length of a bus, which is pretty phenomenal when you think about it. Mrs. Carroll's going to show you now. So the distance from Mrs. Carroll to the orange cone just here, that's how far the men's world record holder jumps, obviously with a run up as well. So it's a phenomenal distance. And then also from the bottom orange cone from where Mrs. Carroll was just standing to the white cone is the women's world record, which is 7.52 metres. All right, so it's a massive distance. But yeah, go on and have a look at some highlights. We might share some clips for you to have a look at.
Okay, just before we get into our figure of 8 high jump drill, we've got a little drill here with some markers. Now you could even use a shoe. You could use a shoe as your marker is all you need. And it's about practicing that drive leg getting up and over the cone. So the first thing we're going to do is drive up and over the cone. Drive up and over the cone. Mr. Dacey will demonstrate. Good. And now he's going to come back, and it might feel a bit different on the other side. So let's leave that left leg, Mr. Dacey. Good job. Awesome. The leg closest to the cone is your drive leg. We're going to do that facing forward now. And the idea of facing forward is you'll stand next to the cone, you'll drive up and over the cone, step forward to the next cone, up and over the cone. Mr. Dacey will show us. See, his lead leg, his drive leg is the one closest to the cone, and that's all you need to remember. All right, that's your drill. You need to do those, 2 of each, okay? Up and back twice, so you can tell which one is getting to be your most favourite lead leg. All right, leg closest to the cone is our driver. Good job. Okay, so we've got some high jump drills to finish.
Great event.
Oh, so good, so good. You would have seen before you're watching this demonstration video the Fosbury flop and the history behind that. We are not doing that today, Mr. Dacey. No, we are not. But what we are doing is practicing the lead up drill to that, which is practicing the scissor kick. Okay, so the importance of the scissor kick, what you need to know is that if you are next to a cone and about to jump, oh, I forgot the first drill. Oh, we did the figure. Yes, it's all right, stay with us. That you need to drive with the closest to the cone is your drive leg to take it up and over the cone. What I've got set up for you is a figure of 8. I've got 2 toilet rolls in the middle, and that is going to be what I'm jumping over. So as I get to the toilet rolls in the middle, I am going to drive over the toilet paper. So drive up and over, around my figure of 8, and then I'm going to try my other leg, which I'm no good at, up and over around the figure of 8. And we're going to do that, and you're going to find out which leg you prefer to drive over the toilet paper rolls. Okay, let's do that 2 times through and see how we go. So that's 4 times over the toilet rolls in total, so 2 for each leg, and then we're going to see, Mr. Dacey and I are going to see which is our favourite leg. All right, and then we'll add on. Okay, Mr. Dacey, this started going. Let's go right. Good. All right, now, Mr. Dacey, what leg did you prefer?
Right, taking off from the right leg.
Taking off from the right, and Mrs. Carroll's left. So in this situation, I'm going to get Mr. Dacey to demonstrate. So if he's right, I'm going to take away these markers. Then what Mr. Dacey has is a clear run up to those toilet rolls on the right side from both ends. You can watch him go through, and then return and come back. Excellent. And the key is now is we're going to challenge you a bit more, Mr. Dacey. I'm going to increase the height to 4 toilet rolls. Let's go. Woo! Nice. All right, at home, you can do this in your space at home and use your toilet rolls. Good job.
Have fun, guys.